Hi gorgeous girls, happy Monday. I'm gonna be showing you everything that I make for dinner this week, starting today. Today we're gonna be making a little curry situation. So I'm just gonna do some chicken breast veggies, and then I have this really good simmer sauce that I get from Aldi. So let me show you what I'm getting up to. Here is the sauce that I like to use. It's just the korma curry sauce, and I get this from Aldi, but they have like similar versions at most grocery stores. This one's really, really good. It's just not spicy, so I like to add my own spice. And then I'm gonna do some bell pepper, some fresh jalapeno, some carrots. I would do onion, but I actually don't have any onion. I don't know how. I feel like I literally always have onion. And then I'm personally doing chicken breast, so I'm gonna cube this up. And then I also have some frozen green beans that I'm gonna add toward the end. So I'm just gonna start by dicing up all of my veggies and putting them in a bowl. This is a perfect meal when you just have like a bunch of veggies that you need to get rid of. Carrots, I love a lot of carrots in this. It's also really delicious to do sweet potato. I honestly wish I had some. And I think I'm gonna leave the seeds in my jalapeno because like I said, this sauce is not spicy at all. Cook everything in this big pot. So I'm actually gonna start heating this up before I cut my chicken up. And I really like to cook my chicken in coconut oil because it is like a coconut curry sauce, so it just pairs really well. I'm just gonna cut the chicken into like 1 to 2 inch little squares, just about that size. I feel like you guys probably know by now, like when I dice my chicken up, it's usually always that size if I'm cutting it up like this. So now that my pan is heating up, I'm just gonna add maybe like 1 to 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. And I'm gonna let it melt just because obviously it turns into a solid. But I do like to do a pretty generous amount, I would say, and just let that completely melt. Oil is fully melted, so I'm just gonna add in my chicken. To get my chicken as brown as possible, so I'm gonna let it cook and then I'm gonna season with salt and pepper. About a cup of flour. I'm gonna do a 1-to-1 ratio of Greek yogurt and flour. It's a super, super simple recipe and I usually just eyeball it. And then I also like to do a pinch of salt. I'm also gonna do a little garlic powder and we'll make it a garlic naan. Just mix this up until a dough forms. This is like the same recipe for the protein bagels. All of that, you can make pizza dough, bagels, naan. There's so many different things you can do with it. Mix it until it starts to form a dough kind of like that. And then you can go in with your hands and knead it into a ball of dough. Form a ball, and then we'll just let it sit here for a little bit. I'll probably make like 4 mini slices of naan. I usually do smaller pieces. So I just added our veggies to the pot and then I also added a bit of chicken broth and I'm just gonna add the lid and let the veggies soften and cook for a little bit before we add everything else. Add this sauce and we're gonna, as it says, we're gonna let it simmer. I'm gonna just put some chicken broth in the jar to get all the sauce out. Okay. Normally I like to add another can of coconut cream, but I don't have any, so I'm just gonna add some half and half to make it a bit creamier. You can also add like full fat Greek yogurt, or you don't have to add anything. I just like my curry to be pretty creamy. So this is what we're working with right now. It smells literally so delicious. Like, oh, this is one of my favorite meals ever. I'm now adding in my green beans. These were fresh green beans that I froze. So I'm just gonna add a bit of these and let them thaw. I tried to break them up into smaller pieces. So, and here's how we're looking. Looks absolutely delicious. I'm just gonna put the lid back on and let it simmer for a little bit longer. Okay, so for the naan, I'm just gonna start by heating up a pan and I'm gonna put some avocado oil on it. Other thing that I did, I made a little slurry with cornstarch and water, and I'm just gonna add that in to thicken up the curry a little bit. So now I have my little dough balls, and I'm just gonna take the first one. And like I said, I'm making kind of mini pieces of naan, so they'll probably just be around this size. Our little naan bread. It looks so delicious, so crispy. Amazing, honestly. All right, here's our naan, and yes, you do have to add some butter after, but it's so good, it's so simple, and it's a perfect little side dish with this. Just finishing up the naan really quick. I just got some rice that I microwaved, and we're about to put this in the bowls, and we're ready to plate up dinner. I'm honestly so hungry right now, so I cannot wait to eat. This is just a thing of microwavable rice from Wegmans. I just like the microwave rice because we don't really eat rice that often, so it's just easier when we do to just do the microwave kind. Here's our curry. It looks freaking amazing, honestly. It looks so good for just being thrown together really quick. I love getting a lot of veggies in mine, honestly. And dinner is served. Looks absolutely delicious if I do say so myself. It looks so good. We'll try to get a little bite of rice and chicken. It's really, really hot though. Hello gorgeous girls, happy Wednesday. Tonight for dinner we're gonna be making chicken bacon ranch wraps. I think they're gonna be so delicious, so let's get into cooking. I've been craving french fries, so I decided I'm just gonna use my last potatoes that I have and make some fries. Easy, I have my oven preheating to 420 degrees, and then I have a cookie sheet with some avocado oil, and I'm just gonna cut them. I guess I'm gonna do more of like a potato wedge vibe. So I cut all my potatoes up and I put a good amount of avocado oil on them, and I'm just gonna toss them up and make sure they're all coated really well in oil. And then I'm gonna lay them all down flat so then they actually get crispy. This is the key to get really crispy fries. I feel like it's to make sure they all have their own little space, and then they'll get really, really crispy. Make some homemade ranch. So I'm just gonna mix together a little bit of Greek yogurt. I don't have that much left. So maybe like, literally like a fourth of a cup. Honestly, just the rest of this, which is like maybe about the same amount. Normally I would probably just use Greek yogurt and some mayo, but I didn't have that much Greek yogurt left. And finally, I'm just gonna do a little bit of mayo. Maybe like 2 tablespoons. Add some ranch seasoning. I just use the Hidden Valley one. I don't like Hidden Valley ranch, but their ranch seasoning is good. So that's what I go with. Our ranch is in the fridge. I'm gonna cut up this lettuce really quick. And I think I'm actually gonna do like bigger chunks. I feel like that makes sense for the wrap. Okay, I didn't think I was gonna need to use the salad spinner, but I do. So we're gonna pop in the salad spinner and get it really dry. Finally now, I'm gonna take our chicken and I'm gonna just cut it into thinner strips. I have my chicken in my bowl, all cut up. I'm just gonna add some avocado oil. Then for spices, I'm just gonna do chili powder and paprika, and then garlic powder and red pepper flakes, and obviously some salt. A lot of garlic powder, a lot of paprika. Oh, that's chili powder, oops. Okay, a lot of paprika though too. And red pepper flakes. And then I'll toss this up. I'm just gonna put these onto a foiled sheet because I'm gonna pop them in my like toaster oven situation. So, and there is our chicken. I'm just gonna check on the potatoes so these can kind of be done around the same time. Our chicken is done. It looks honestly so delicious. And honestly, I think our potatoes are basically done too. So now I'm just gonna throw 2 of these tortillas on a pan just to warm them up. I'm gonna do a little shredded cheese. We have ranch. I'm gonna do these pickles on the side because they're so freaking good. And then I'm actually gonna put some sliced jalapenos on the wraps. Our lettuce, of course, and then I'm just gonna salt the fries once they're done. Okay, I added the chicken, add bacon, add a little cheese, then some jalapenos, pickled. Lastly, I'm just gonna do a little bit of lettuce and then we'll cut it in half. Oh yeah, this is wrapping so nicely. Wow, I slayed that. Okay. Okay, fries are out of the oven. I'm gonna salt them and oh shit, these got really crispy. Okay, here is my wrapping French fries. Looks so good. My fries got a little extra crispy, but they're still good. I actually made a crock pot meal before work. I'm very proud of myself for doing that before I left today. So I'll insert the footage of me this morning, just throwing it together in the crock pot. Into my crock pot thing. I'm gonna add this jar of salsa verde. This is just from Aldi. I'm adding the whole jar. Also gonna add the rest of these pickled jalapenos because I like it spicy. And then I'm gonna do some garlic powder, do some chili powder. I'm gonna do cumin. Then I'm also just gonna do some salt and pepper. I'm also just gonna do a really little bit, like maybe 1/4 of a cup of chicken broth. Okay, that's how she's looking. I know it doesn't look good, but I'm just gonna pop the lid on. And I'm gonna do this on low for 8 hours. There we go. But it's done cooking and I shredded it up and it looks so good. I actually just tried some and it's literally delicious. And I'm gonna be using it tonight to make some chicken tacos, but I'll probably be using this in a few meals this week. So it's like really good meal prep to make different things with. I'm just gonna be using these Mission tortillas. I just like these ones. And then I'm gonna prep my toppings. So I'm gonna do some fresh jalapeno, some avocado, and then I just have some sour cream. I also have some sharp cheddar cheese that I'm gonna spread on top. And I think I'm gonna do purple cabbage instead of lettuce. I just feel like that would be really tasty. I feel like you guys probably know by now, I really love fresh jalapeno. I just feel like it adds such like a, honestly, just a good freshness and good spice, obviously, if they are spicy, but they're so hit or miss with if they are really spicy or not. I'm gonna pop a few of these on the stove. I think I'm probably gonna do 2 tacos each. Try to warm these up a little bit on the stove just so they're not, you know, all hard. And I'm gonna cut open my avocado. This honestly like really needs used up, so I hope it didn't go bad. I did pop it in the fridge, but let's see. Okay. Oh my gosh, the pit is huge. This sharp cheddar is from Cabot, and it's so freaking yummy. I'm gonna cut a little chunk off like this, and then I'll shred that. And I'm just using this because I don't know where my regular cheese grater is. So I know this is not like the correct kind, are all of our taco toppings, plus sour cream and cabbage. And I might do I have some green sriracha that might be good as well. There's some avocado. Okay. Okay. Gorgeous shredded chicken tacos. A cherry ginger ale zero, of course. Here are delicious shredded chicken tacos. Delicious. So good. 10 out of 10. Okay, gorgeous girls, that's everything that I made for dinner this week. I only cooked 3 times because we had leftovers the one night, so yeah, but those hopefully gave you some ideas of easy weeknight recipes. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. I love you, my gorgeous girls.